Hmm. Hello, everybody. Welcome in my training. Question and answer. Should I stay in a relationship or should I go? And at the end of the training, I will tell you my personal story because I was in a situation like this about 13 years ago. And I will tell you everything that happened to me and what I've learned from that. So stay with me. It's gonna be interesting. This is a super interesting topic. So I was asked, just okay, so I was asked these particular questions. So, okay, this is what I will be answering in this question and answer. And I will also answer your questions if you ask. If you type any questions into the comments and say hi, I will be happy to see you here. I will be checking on Facebook as well, as I have to work my presentation here in Zoom. So I will be most of the time in Zoom, but I will be checking from time to time on Facebook if there are any comments or any questions. So I will be more than happy to answer your questions and help you regarding your problem. So, so I will be answering these questions. When should I stay and when should I go? Regarding the relationship, of course. Number 2, these are questions of the members here. So is it my intuition telling me to leave because I'm not in a good relationship for me? Or is it the subconscious mind telling me to run because it's afraid of getting hurt again? And number 3, how do you know that enough is enough with a partner who doesn't pull their weight or support you? Oh, okay. So, and I will also tell you a step-by-step process how to come to the conclusion whether it's a good idea to leave a relationship or not. It's only you who must take the decision. So I can only give you a step-by-step process and my recommendations because they're actually okay. So here are the steps. So no, it's not this one. Sorry. No, okay. Those were the steps to how to work on yourself. We'll go back there a little later, but these are the steps to find the answer. Okay, so step one is analyze the situation. Take into consideration all important points, the beginning of the relationship, the triggers, what the relationship is like now, why has it got worse, and so on. And some other important points, which are, okay, right here. So these are the most important points to consider. So if there is any mental or physical danger for you in this relationship, and if there is a danger that your partner is aggressive in any ways, mentally or physically, run. That's the only situation when I highly recommend you, and it's not only me, it's everybody who loves you, everybody who cares about you, all the professionals, everybody would recommend you in this situation, run. Regarding all the other points, you need to consider to come to your own conclusions. The very important points to consider are your partner's character, like what kind of a person is your partner? Is he kind, loving, caring, honest, trustworthy? Does he have all the qualities? Does he have the most important qualities necessary for a true love relationship? What kind of person is he, not only in your relationship, but in relationship to other people as well, in relationship to your children, and so on. So you should definitely regard your partner's character. Then compatibility. If you two are compatible, if you like going on holidays together to certain places, if you have some things in common, yes, if you can communicate, if you have some things, some similar things you love doing, and so on. Feelings, like how you are feeling towards your partner. Yes, I can imagine from my experience when I was younger, when I was in a relationship, that when I was, of course, when you are angry with someone, when they're pulling the triggers, right? Let's say that you don't really feel much love at the moment, but are there moments of love when you really feel like you love this partner, your partner very much, and so on? Are there still any feelings towards your partner inside? Then you need to consider, is this an attachment or true love? If you are in any ways attached to your partner or whatever, right? If or if your feeling is pure, and if you feel unconditional love towards your partner. Temporary separation. I think if you don't know, really don't know what to do, or if the relationship is not working at the time, and you cannot come to communication, to a good communication with your partner, sometimes a temporary separation is a great solution. You can basically, because you can reflect on things, you can spend time on your own, you can realize why you love your partner. Okay, you can realize that you actually miss them, that your life with your partner and maybe your children, if you have any, was a lot better than living alone. Yes, maybe you will go on a date with someone else and you will find out that that actually your partner was the closest person to you or whatever. Things happen. I know a lot of people who got separated and then they got back together later, and now they have beautiful relationships and they are happy together again. And at a certain point, they were not happy. So there is nothing wrong about this. And if you are meant to stay together, yes, in the end, you will get back together again. And if not, if your relationship is not really compatible and you cannot have a true love relationship with this particular partner, you will find someone else. And it's only the universe who knows. So leave it up to the universe to decide and just do your best. But we'll get back to that. I will talk about that more in a bit. And then, okay, so I was talking about temporary separation. And I'm going to check Facebook a bit if there are any comments. Okay. Okay. So let's go back to Zoom. Okay. So another important important points to consider are triggers. Yes, because triggers can basically occur even in a good relationship. You can have some triggers that trigger your irritability, because these triggers are there to teach you something, basically, so that you learn how to overcome them. And if you don't work on your triggers in this particular relationship, they will repeat again with another partner. So if there are any triggers, if you get angry with your partner for little things that are unimportant and stuff, you know what I'm talking about, right? I don't have to explain what the triggers are. Yes, so that means that you need to work on yourself. It's not the partner, it's you who needs to work on something in you. And as you work on yourself, when you remove these triggers and stop acting up on these triggers, the whole relationship will change with this person. So if it's triggers that make you think whether you should stay or go in a relationship, I definitely recommend you to work on the triggers. Then it's important, if you feel free in a relationship, if you have the feeling of freedom, if you don't feel like closed in a cage, because everybody should have a happy, free life, should be free to do some stuff he loves in moderation, of course, making the partner and the family priority at the same time. But from time to time, you can do something else on your own, right? Like go with your mom on holidays, or you can take kids and go. And in summer, if you have more holidays than your partner, yes, you can take your kids and go to your parents, so that your kids and you can spend some quality time with your grandparents. And your partner can go, like, I don't know, one evening a week or a couple of evenings a month out with his friends sometimes, if that's what makes him happy, and so on. Then if you have the same future prospects, especially regarding the children and important things in life, then if he's a good father to your kids, that's something important to consider, right? And if you feel respected and appreciated, and again, disrespect and unappreciation can be triggered by the triggers, actually, by reacting on the triggers. So that's that might be, if the person in general is respectful and appreciative, if he behaves in these ways towards others, he probably doesn't behave like that towards you because you are pulling each other's triggers, basically, and he is pissed off and stuff like that, right? Then, so in that case, I recommend you to work on yourself and sort it out as soon as possible. Then personal growth, if you can grow, that's for everybody, it's very important to grow, to contribute, to feel good about ourselves. And if you get any support from your partner when you are and if you get the opportunity in the relationship to grow, then peace of mind, if you can find your peace of mind in the relationship, happiness, if you have any things in common, if your partner is a kind person, and in general to everybody, okay, and that's very important, to be with someone who is kind and who is good and who has a good heart. And support, if the partner supports you in life, if you can rely on them and trust them, if you feel secure in a relationship. So all these things are to consider. And now I'm going back to the steps. Okay, here we go. So analyze the situation. That was, yes, those were the points to analyze. Number 2, tell your partner and listen to them. So tell your partner about what you are worried about, what's going on your mind, how you are feeling, but don't blame them for it. Don't tell, you are not supporting me, okay? Not like that. You say, honey, I don't feel supported by you. This particular work is so important for you, for me, and I don't feel supported. I don't feel any support. I would appreciate if you could give me support. Maybe the partner says, but I don't feel supported because I'm the only breadwinner in the family and I have to pay for anything. So I don't feel supported. And you start communicating and explaining things in a calm, nice, loving way, okay? And even a conversation like this might sort out the whole problem there is. And then number 3, ask the universe to sort it out for the best of all involved. So you don't have to do anything. You don't have to take action, okay? Unless you are in danger. In that case, I highly recommend you to take action. If your life or the life of your kids is in danger, or you are terrorized in any way in the relationship, absolutely, my recommendation is out as soon as possible. move from the partner with compassion, of course, and you can still try to find maybe not if you have been aggressed recently, maybe you cannot find love in yourself for him, not right away, but at least you can set the intention, and with time you can also love this person as a human being. Because if you don't, if you keep any resentment towards them, it will hurt you. You will hurt yourself in the end, because it will stay saved in your subconscious mind as a trauma, and you will be acting out of this later, and you will sabotage your life, your other relationship and stuff. So number 3, ask the universe to sort it out for the best of all involved. So you always, that's so important. You don't have to do anything. You ask the universe, please sort this out for the best of all involved, and let go. Yes, let go of the attachment to the outcome. Whatever will happen for the best. And then the solution will come, and you will see what to do later. Work on yourself, especially gratitude towards your partner. Because whether you stay together or not, with gratitude, you can melt the resentment in a relationship. And at least you will break up like good friends, and that will be a great start for you in the new relationship. Yes, because if you don't do it in this relationship, you will have the same problems in the new one. So you can as well sort it out with this particular person. And if you have a long history with this person, and you had a beautiful beginning, and you were like true best friends and truly in love, and you have loads of beautiful experiences together, this person deserves this. This person deserves that you work on yourself, and that you make the effort in this relationship with no expectation of the outcome, of course. Let's leave it up to the universe to sort it out for the best involved. And then enjoy your life, contribute, do your calling, and take inspired action. So don't worry about it. You don't have to sort out the relationship. All you have to do is do your best, provided that your partner deserves it. And you know best in what kind of relationship you are. Seven, always come from the place of love. So always try and do your best, set an intention that you will be always acting from the place of love towards your partner. And even if you don't sometimes, then you set an intention that next time in this particular situation, you will be acting from the place of love. Because we are all human beings, nobody's perfect. We all make mistakes. Yes, we are not 100% good or something, but we can decide and choose, and we can work on ourselves and get better. Then number 8, do your best to save the relationship. That's what I have already told you, of course, especially if the partner deserves it. If at least at certain point of the relationship, it was a wonderful partner to you. Maybe now you have already in some ways damaged the relationship by not working on it, by pulling each other's triggers too much, and there is some kind of resentment. But if in the past your partner, you had a wonderful time together, and you truly love this person, and you know deep down in your heart if this person is a nice person and if this person is worth it. Okay, so if you ask yourself, you will know if the person you are with is worth the effort. And everybody who has been good to us, who has done stuff for us, who has been a good partner, to us, at least in certain point of the relationship, deserves that we will do this work. And it's actually even the best thing for us, because once we do the work on ourselves, maybe it's not for this particular relationship, but even this particular relationship will surely improve. Even if you break up at the end, if the universe thinks that that's the best for you, let's say, yes, you will stay friends, because good can produce only good. And now then, okay, I forgot to change the numbers. Then work on yourself. That's what I said. And let go of attachment to the outcome. So leave it up to the universe. And enjoy your life, contribute to your calling, and take inspired action. I think I already put it. Okay, never mind. It's good to repeat. I must have forgotten that I put it. I used it already in the previous page, right? Ah, yes, I forgot to delete these because these were from something else. Okay, never mind. Never mind. So it's not actually number 8 is where it ends, right? Revision, repetition is a mother of wisdom, they say, right? The more times you see something, the better. And now I'm going back to the questions again, if I happen to answer them properly, right? So, okay, so is it my intuition telling me to leave because I'm not in a good relationship for me, or is it the subconscious mind telling me to run because it's afraid? So you might not know it now, but if you do the due diligence work on yourself, you will know. You will know what it is and what's better, and it will be revealed to you. Just do your best, and the universe is always on your side, and the problem with the relationship will be sorted out for the best of all involved. Sometimes it's just enough to imagine that you are free, basically, that you are not in a relationship, and the person, especially when the relationship is not really working very well, and the person next to us is another human being, it's our friend, yes, it's a relative, it's my sister or brother, yes, and I want to have a great relationship with the person. So the worst possible option is to have a great friendship, and the best possible option is to have the best lover and partner. So any of these options is wonderful. So any kind of outcome that happens, if you work on yourself and if you make effort, is worth it, right? So, and of course, in this case, if you have any emotional traumas and strong emotions to deal with, and triggers and anything that is mind related, I'm the expert here. So you can book a free strategy session with me, and I will tell you a plan how you can do it. But the best option for you would be to join my coaching program, and I have different levels of this program, and it's really affordable for everybody, and you will be in a boot camp on your mind, time-wise, not really demanding at all, but you'll be working on your mind. And the sessions with me are super deep. So one session usually covers for a couple of even a couple of weeks. With some people, they feel really good and about the whole situation. And number 3, how do you know that enough is enough with a partner who doesn't pull their weight or support on you? Okay, so, and again here, the important is communication. Have you told your partner that you don't feel supported? And what did they do? What did they do about it? And the conversation about this must be done in peace and peace, yes, with and peace with love. Okay, calm conversation, calm, loving discussion about this. And let's see. And if that is not possible with the partner, just I would work on myself for some time. And if I already if I felt like I have done everything and it cannot and this is not going anywhere and my partner doesn't really care about it, I would practice gratitude like on daily basis towards the partner, and I would do my best to fix the relationship, right? But everything with love and self-love and respect, okay? Because too much is not good. Okay, you need to find boundaries and balance. To what degree, right? To what extent you can do things for your partner so that it's with love towards them and also self-love, and it's still respectful and stuff like that. So yes, so that's what I would do. I would do my best. I would ask the universe to sort it out for the best of all involved, for the best of my partner, for the best of me, for the best of our children, if we have any children or whatever. And I would do my due diligence work on myself and implement it, take action in the relationship. And let's see what your partner does, because you cannot change your partner, you can only change yourself. But very often when you change yourself and when you start treating your partner in a different way, communicating with your partner with a different tone of voice and stuff, they also change because they notice something. The whole energy of the relationship might change. So practice gratitude on daily basis. Remind yourself why you in the first place fell in love with your partner, why you chose them to be your partner, what everything you have experienced in the relationship, all the beautiful times you had, what everything the partner has done for you and is doing for you even now. So like total gratitude and appreciation. And also how what you can do to fix the relationship. Maybe a nice holiday, just the two of you somewhere, with a great intention and attitude might do, or something like that, or little gifts from time to time, or maybe you can cook dinner with champagne as a surprise and talk with the best intention without any attachment to the outcome. If this partner is the right for me, we will stay together. If he's not, we will stay good friends and I will move on. So that's my recommendation for you. And like I said, I will post, and I think I have even posted the link to book a free session in the description of this event. So you can book it right now and you are going to 100% benefit, because I will also do a mini healing session with you if you book. So it's gonna be absolutely amazing. And then what else have we got there? Okay, this is something I'm preparing in the near future for you. And okay. These are reviews. So you know that I'm not just anyone from the streets, and I know what I'm talking about, and I only preach what I have experience with myself and experience with my clients. So okay. So these are the two ways you can work with me in the future, because starting a transformational program is the best and easiest way to improve your life in all the levels to basically to come from misery, from misery of heartbreak and attachment, all the way to mastery of unconditional love. And I will be guiding you throughout the process for a long time. And like I said, it's really affordable. So if you, yes, if you decide to join within like next couple of weeks before I close the card for the bonuses and the pre-registration, the price will be truly amazing. Yes, and okay, and this I also want to give you a little tip on how you can work on yourself. Okay, so to get from heartbreak and attachment, misery to unconditional love mastery. So step 1, get clear on what you want. Okay, step 2, set an intention. Step 3, practice gratitude. Step 4, heal your trauma. Step 5, heal your self-love. Love yourself. Step 6, grow your feeling of unconditional love. And there are numerous practices how it can be done, and the combination of them will make miracles. Number 7, practice Tumo, healing and cleansing tune. That's one of my favorite techniques, and I have a unique way to use it, and you will get a little taste of it during our free session if you book. Then reprogram and heal, visualize, affirm, breathe, meditate. Then number 9, make a plan and take action. And take action in real life, work on yourself. So there are 2 kinds of action. And of course, this kind of work requires a regular practice. And once you join a program and you pay for it, I'm sure that's gonna keep you totally accountable. For example, me, myself, I would have never built an online business like this had I not paid for a coach, because there is so much work with it. And the information, kind of, if you are not an expert, if you are just somebody, yes, in students' shoes, yes, even if you hear and even if you understand how to do it, but you don't really know exactly, right? Unless you are an expert in doing it. And so there is somebody who will guide you through the processes, who can help you when something goes wrong, who can direct you in the right way. Yes, who can help you remove the worries and negativity. Yes, and work on it. Yes. And as you pay for something, that will keep you accountable. So you will continue working. You will be working for a long time. You will do your due diligence job, and you just won't stop when things get difficult. And it will get at certain point difficult. It always does with everything. But that will keep you totally accountable. And by the end of the year with me, actually it's 8 to 9 months, but you will be getting support for the whole year. The regular coaching sessions once a week will be for 8 months and a half, right? And then there will be then you can also decide for an option of having one-on-one session a month with me, or more sessions, one-on-one sessions, or whatever. And you will get your really short and customized whatever, morning or evening or whenever you can do it, routine you will do on daily basis to work on particular issue. So it's absolutely transformative, and I recommend you to book your free session with me and get a little taste of it. And you can also ask more about the program. So let go, okay. And then let go and enjoy your life. That's absolutely crucial, to vibrate high and to enjoy, to be happy, to love. Gratitude and joy are the highest vibrational energies there are. So trust the universe and believe and be unstoppable. So continue working on yourself. I think everybody who tells you that it's easy and you don't have to work much is bullshitting. It's not true. This is work. And this is like regular work, at least a few times a week, at least 4 to 5 times, even 3 times might do. But you don't have to work for hours and hours or whatever. It's enough if you invest a couple of minutes every day, and then the coaching sessions, right? And then you take action, you work on something when it's actually happening in your real life, basically in real life situations. So that doesn't require any time at all. Okay, so this is what we have gone through. Okay, so I think I'm gonna check if anyone asked any questions there. Okay. Okay. So, hi Ray. I'm so glad to see you here. I have just spotted you. Yes, I hope you enjoyed the presentation and it was useful to you in some ways. Right. And okay, so we can finish actually. So as there are no more questions for today, and you can, yes, okay. You can also post if you want me to talk about a particular problem or situation you would like me to guide you with, or to make a presentation about whatever training. Yes, you can post it in my group. Post your question. You can post your problem. You can also DM me if you want to stay anonymous. I will not tell your name, okay? And you can also describe the problem in more details if you want. Okay. So, yes, and that's okay. And that's in a relationship. There is some other recommendation for you. Communicate with love and peace. Give undivided attention to your partner. These are some tips for you how to work on the relationship. Give what you want to get. Yes, so if you want to get love, give more love. If you want to get gifts, give gifts. Okay. If you want to get surprises, give surprises. Do something that will make your partner happy regularly. Make them feel important. Give them trust and freedom, and make them feel loved and enjoy. Okay, so that's it. My story. Have I told you my story? I promised. I didn't tell you my story, I promised at the beginning. So I'm going to tell you my story as well. Okay. So I was in this situation with because I had the same kind of training in my Slovakian group in Slovakian, but actually it's easier for me to speak in English than Slovakian because I have studied all these things in English actually, and I always speak about that in English. So I don't remember actually because I have told my story in the previous presentation, but I think I haven't told my story. So okay, so it was like 13 years ago. I met the father of my daughter actually. And we were the same. We were party animals. We were going clubbing together. We were drinking. Yes, we were going out. We were having great time. He was my best friend. He was my soulmate. We felt great together, and we decided to get married and to have a child. But I changed. okay, after getting pregnant and giving birth to a child, but my husband didn't. He continued going out. As I couldn't go out, he continued going out with others, with his friends, basically, his male friends and stuff. And but he wasn't at home with me, so I was angry with me because he betrayed his best friend to alcohol. Um, but my husband at that time, he was actually addicted. He had been drinking since he was 16. He was Irish. It's like kind of like Irish culture or whatever. Yes, and for him, getting drunk basically, or getting tipsy, whatever, that was the best thing in life. He felt the best. Yes, so he was psychological, mentally addicted to it, so he couldn't stop just like that. And I wanted him to stop and to spend more time with the family, with me, to work on the relationship. And as he didn't, we started growing apart from each other. And within like I would say like 3 years after my daughter was born, I was thinking about leaving him. And as he sometimes he got really drunk, and when he was very drunk, because the relationship wasn't working, he was aggressive, kind of, usually only mentally. But he also like broke my laptop, so I was actually scared of him when he was drunk, and he didn't want to talk to me when he was sober. And he always wanted to talk to me and talk about the problems when he was drunk, and we never communicated about anything. And as I was scared of him, and as I was scared of him, and I felt aggressed and mentally terrorized by him. Yes, I decided to leave. So I left with my daughter, um, but with the intention to keep the relationship as good as possible. At that time, I wasn't in the same stage of spiritual development as now, let's say, but still, I was trying to so that because actually he was a good person. He wasn't a bad person. Just alcohol, drugs, and stuff like that that can change, that can totally like change people. And yes, and it's an illness. Addiction is an illness, basically. So we just basically I came across to him so he could see his daughter, because he made effort to meet her and to take her to places. Yes, and normally he didn't drink much when he was with her and stuff, so it was all fine. And then like 3 years later, he got a brain cancer, glioblastoma. And within a couple of months, from being practically healthy, not having any health issues, being able to walk, run, everything, even doing sports, whatever, suddenly he ended up in a wheelchair. So that was the kind of terrible experience. And as when I saw him like this, because before, when I was leaving, I felt estranged. Our relationship, our love was there was no, I didn't feel any love towards him. It was more resentment what I felt. And it was also my decision, because I asked him if he was always going to drink like that, and if he would ever stop drinking. And if he said no, I will always drink, he said, alcohol is the best in my life, I will never ever stop. And then I said, okay, so this is the time to make a decision. So I made a decision, okay, so I will leave, and I don't want to love this person anymore. I want to move on. I don't want to live in mental terror for the rest of my life. Yes. And as I decided, I slowly, it got kind of cold. I turned kind of cold, and I didn't feel any love towards him when I was leaving. And also for the 3 lights, I cared about him as a human being. I tried to make the things as best as possible. I made it possible for him to see his daughter and stuff, but there were no feelings, nothing. And he wanted to get back again. And I always asked, so let's talk about it when you stop drinking. And he never even replied to this message. So basically, afterwards, so when he got ill, actually what happened, something totally broke in me, and I started to feel love towards him again. And I felt a strong inner drive to help him. So I was passing by his place, and I was trying to help him as much as I could. And our relationship also changed, and we became close again and stuff during that time. But and in the end, as he was stage 4 and glioblastoma is almost incurable kind of answer, in the end he died. And it was very sad. I felt true sadness in my heart. I thought of all the beautiful moments we had together at the beginning of our relationship, and I still remember him like that. I never think of the things he did, even though once when he was drunk, he kind of kicked me, but it wasn't like a really aggressive kick or something. Or he broke my laptop because he was angry, and that's kind of a very aggressive and scary gesture. And he was bitching at me that I was at home. I wasn't making any money because I was on maternity leave, right? I was at home with my child, and other stuff there was. And then when he was drunk, he was angry about my that he was bitching at my parents. Yes, and he was threatening that he didn't want me to speak to my parents anymore, that it was them who broke our relationship. It was like it wasn't the same kind of person, basically. It was totally different, and he totally changed. But so I just want to tell that you can always forgive, and you can always find in your heart unconditional love, even towards someone who aggressed you. And that's the point of this healing. And I know it's not possible probably at the beginning when it happens, right? But at least you can set an intention that with time, when the time is right, I want to feel love even towards person like this. I don't want to feel any. Yes, but normally we don't tell our subconscious mind negative stuff, right? Stuff with negatives, because it doesn't recognize it. So we always have to turn it around. Yes. So you tell yourself that you want to feel love and compassion, yes, towards this human being. And so that was a great life lesson for me in the end. And yes, I think that was my story regarding this topic, whether to stay in a relationship or go, right? So I'm gonna check there if there are any comments. There are no more comments there. So guys, thank you very much for your attention, and book your free session with me. You totally deserve it. I will do my best in the session to give you the best strategy plan, and also a wonderful taste of being healed, a little healing session in a deep state of consciousness. So I wish you wonderful Easter, everybody, and see you next week. Okay, so bye-bye. Okay, this is the all. Okay, hop, hop. Okay. Yes, this is what you saw. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Bye. And the best of luck to you. What happened here?